Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about hating something in your reality and trying to force it out. So trying to push it away from your 3D reality in whichever way that you're doing that. We cannot force anything out, because what happens is when we try to force at something, we're actively trying to remove something from our 3D experience. What we actually do is include it in it. We bring it in more. We go, hey universe, give us some more of this. Because whether you're putting negative energy towards something or positive energy, if you're giving it energy, you're giving it your thought processes, you're giving it your focus, you are going to include it in your reality. So let's say you don't like something about your appearance and you've been trying to manifest it away, or so something different, and you've been visualizing what you do want to see and you're getting quite good at that. But when you look in the mirror and you see what it is that you don't like, you go, oh, I can't stand that. Oh, I hate it. So that's such momentum behind that. So every time you do that, you are including it, you are keeping it in your reality. So whatever that is, whether that's a person that you don't want in your reality anymore, a situation you want gone, the more attention you give it and the more focus you give it in I don't want this, the more likely you are to see it hanging around, and you cannot see a change whilst you are forcing hard at it. But you can take action towards what you do want to see in an acceptance of what is at the moment. So I can see this is what it is at the moment. There's nothing I can do about it in this moment. It is what it is. I am sick of fighting with it. That's not a good energy. I can feel it and I can feel my focus on it. So I'm going to stop doing that. I am purely going to look at the outcome I want and then do what I need to do in order to get me to that outcome. So if I need to take any inspired action, if reality points me in the direction of taking some action, I will do that. If I don't need to, if it just happens, then awesome, whatever. I am just going to go with the flow and see what opportunities are provided to me by reality. But I cannot force it out, because the energy of force is so much focus on that thing. You're focusing on it, and what we focus on, we get more of. It's just we cannot fight against the laws of physics, and that is what's going on here. So if you find yourself giving a lot of attention to what it is that you don't want, you are going to keep including it in your 3D experience. It's not going to go anywhere. Basically, you need to lighten up. You either need to accept it for what it is in the moment, knowing that it can change, or you need to give it some love. Whatever it is, you can give the situation some love. You can give that thing about you that you don't like some love. Start seeing it as something that needs some love. That I've had a comment before on a YouTube short that said, well, that will just include it because you're telling it you want it to stay because you love it. But it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that at all. Love is just a different feeling. You are giving a different energy. You are putting a different energy out there, a different frequency. So you will get a different version of reality showing to you. But whilst you're trying to force something out, it isn't going to happen. I have spoken in a previous video about when me and my ex-fiance, my fiance split up, I did force a smile onto my face every single day, but I was so determined to get over it, but I wasn't focusing on the negative. I wasn't thinking about what happened. I wasn't concerning myself with him being gone completely from my reality, but what I was doing is knowing what I wanted, so knowing what my goal was and doing what I needed to do in order to get there. So putting a smile on my face every day, pretending I was feeling okay when I wasn't, was working for me, because it was setting me towards how I wanted to feel at some point. But I wasn't looking for that feeling. I wasn't desperate for that feeling. I just knew that by taking that action at some point I was going to feel better, and I did. So you might call that force, but that wasn't force to me. It didn't feel like force. I'm talking about really trying to manifest something out of your life, to really trying hard to stop thinking about something, because as soon as you try to stop thinking about something, you will start thinking about it. It's just a human nature thing. We can't help it. If I tell you now, don't think about a zebra, for example, you are going to now think about a zebra. And if you try not to think about a zebra, you're probably going to keep thinking about a zebra for a little while. So, or a pink elephant or something like that. We can't help it. Our brain goes there. If you're out with somebody and they go, oh, and they see somebody they know and they go, oh, don't look now, but you immediately want to look. Even if you don't look and you force yourself not to, you're so desperate to look, you can't help it. It's like a reactive thing. So we can't force out. All we can do is work towards the future that we want, whatever that be, whether it's a small manifestation or a big manifestation, as you see it, small or big. The universe doesn't see it like that, but whatever it is, if we just look at what we do want to achieve and forget about what is now and what we don't like, because there's nothing we can do about it in this moment apart from ignore it, accept it, or give it some love. Those are the three things that we can do in order to, and ignoring is kind of a form of acceptance, isn't it? In order to move forward at pace, you know, and not to get stuck in this loop that we get stuck in. If I want this, but I really don't want it, and I have to get rid of this in order to get this. So we give too much focus on the thing that we want to get rid of. And whilst we want to get rid of it, here it is in Technicolor in our 3D reality. Okay, I'm going to stop it there because I don't want to make this overcomplicated. This is as simple as it is. So I hope that this was useful. It's probably not anything you don't already know, but sometimes it's good to have these reminders, isn't it? And it's just something I wanted to talk about because I talk about this a lot with various different clients. I hope this was useful. Again, if you don't know anything about me, I'm an author. Predominantly, I am an author and a writer, but I'm also a manifesting coach and a mindset coach. If you're interested in any form of coaching, pop along to my website, see what I've got on offer, and just send me an email if you're not sure what one to go for.